Hi there, everyone. Good afternoon. It is already January 13th, 2025. Welcome to all of you here for this time that we have to meditate together. I know that in the videos in recent weeks there was some weird lag between my talking and the sound, which is a little distracting and strange. I think I have that sorted out here. You can let me know in the comments to the video, but it seems to be working more smoothly. Anyway, um, I am glad that you are here. I'm glad to have the chance to spend this time with you. So let's get down to it. Um, I'm going to take some time for myself to get myself settled and comfortable in my seat, and I want to encourage you to do that as well. Um, Take whatever time you need so that you can feel as at ease and comfortable in whatever position you're sitting, whatever you're sitting on. And when you feel like your posture is adjusted, like you are how you want to be, um, I want to invite you to just allow your eyes to softly close. As you sit here, just allow yourself to become aware of what you're feeling in your body as you sit. You might start down at your feet and notice in your mind's eye the position of your feet. They may be flat on the floor, or if you're sitting cross-legged, they may be beneath your thighs and your body. But just visualize and notice your feet, and as you do, take in, allow yourself to have in your awareness any sensations that might be there, that might come into your field of awareness. You may notice a particular temperature. There might be a tingling sensation. Doesn't matter what's there. Just allow yourself to feel it and to notice it. And perhaps to give some gratitude, some appreciation for the way that your feet enable you to move from one place to another. And while we are giving some attention to our extremities, see what it's like to just gently shift your focus to your hands, noticing the position of your hands, and particularly the fingers, whether the fingers of your hands are laced together, perhaps the back of your hands are down and you have your palms facing upward. And notice as well, again, what physical sensations are there. You might notice a sensation that your hands are feeling cold. There may be a feeling of dryness or moisture, but again, just notice your hands and see what it's like to direct some gratitude toward your hands, which allow you to do so much. to interact with the world around you in a way that we often take for granted. We'll shift our attention now down to the hips, the pelvis, the sit bones, and the way that they're making contact with whatever kind of seat you're sitting in. And then again, in your mind's eye, visualize your spine rising up out of the pelvis, vertebrae by vertebrae coming up through the lower back, following it up in your mind's eye to the mid back and up between the shoulder blades, finally coming up into your neck and then supporting your head. Appreciating this column of small bones and the nerves and the muscles that enable you to be upright. And because this is a part of our body that can sometimes carry some discomfort, if there is discomfort there as you move up through your spine, just without trying to push it away, just notice it and let it be what it is. And now finally, shift your attention up into your face, the front of your head, and give attention to all of the tiny muscles around your eyes, the cheeks, the mouth, and the jaw. This is the part of our body, our face, the front of our head, through which those with whom we speak and interact learn so much about us. This is the locus of speech, but also through our facial expressions, people can see some of where we are in the moment, what we're feeling, what we're expressing. But now, just let yourself be aware if there is anything in your face that is constricted or scrunched up, maybe around your eyes, maybe your jaw. And without working to change anything, just let this part of your body be at ease. Let your expression just be neutral and relaxed. And now we move our attention to the fact that you are breathing. Of course, you have been breathing all along. Indeed, we take our first breath at the moment of our birth. This, what the Torah calls nishmat chayim, this breath of life, nourishing our bodies with each inhalation, each in-breath, and with each out-breath, letting go of carbon dioxide and other byproducts of the making of energy in our body that is not needed, letting those things go. And knowing that the breath that we exhale is taken in by green plants, making their food, and giving us oxygen in return. This miraculous and beautiful cycle of breath, of which we and all living things are a part. So let's just take a minute or two to spend some time with our nishima, with our breath. Nishima, as we've pointed out in the past, connected to the Hebrew word neshama, or in Yiddish we say neshama, our spirit, our aliveness. Just sitting without changing anything and taking an interest for the next minute or so in how it feels to be breathing in and out. And realizing that when we become distracted and realize that we've forgotten about the breath, that is okay. That is part of the process, falling away from intention and then returning. Just then coming back to the breath for the next minute or so. So we're going to join in singing together. We're going to go back to a little melody that we learned and sang a few weeks ago. It has only one word, and the word is hineni. Hineni meaning here I am. Here I am in this moment. It goes like this. We'll sing it a few times. Hineni, 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 hineni. One more time. Hineni, 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 hineni. Okay. So please don't rush. Please do take your time. And whenever you feel that you are ready, you can just gently, in your own pace, let your eyes open, returning to the space that you are in. So, I thought it would be good today for just a little bit of Torah here for a minute to go back to this word hineni. We have a committee here at Falmouth Jewish Congregation called Hinenu. Hinenu is the plural form. Here we are. which is a great name for what other congregations sometimes call their caring community committee. Um, the idea of being present. Excuse me. I used to like to say that one phrase that I often heard in years past in the thank you section of little divrei Torah, little speeches that were given by bar mitzvah boys and bat mitzvah girls, when they would do their thank yous, they would say something like, I want to thank so and so, my parents, let's say. I want to thank my parents for being there for me. And we would talk about that and say, well, when you thank someone for being there for you, you're not just saying thank you for being physically in the same place. What are you saying? And they understood, and they would say, well, when you thank someone for being there for you, it means that they helped you. It means that they listened to you. It means that they were sympathetic and paid attention to you and cared about you. So we call our caring community committee Hinenu. Here we are. So when we say Hineni, which, by the way, Hineni is a really, really important word in Torah. Abraham says Hineni. Um, Moses says Hineni, here I am. It means I am present in the sense that I am fully here. I am paying attention, and I am receptive to what might be required of me and what I might need to do. Um, and it would seem like there's nothing simpler than simply being present. It would seem like there's nothing simpler than just being in a place. But as we know, because we're human and we all feel this, um, there are lots of times that we may be physically somewhere, but our minds are way off somewhere else. Um, Many years ago, I was at a retreat, actually, a meditation retreat, in this beautiful country retreat center in Texas. Gorgeous place, rolling hills. It was a sunny, beautiful, magnificent day. I believe it was in the springtime. And I had a lot on my mind, and I was really worried about some things. And it suddenly struck me that I might as well not even be at this retreat because I was physically there, but my mind was way off somewhere else. So part of what we do when we sit together and we meditate like this, and one of the reasons, for example, that we pay attention sometimes to the sensations in our bodies is that sensations, things that are happening right now. So often our minds, there's nothing wrong with this, is because we're humans. So often our thoughts will just run off into something in the future that we're worried about that hasn't even happened yet. Or our minds will be revisiting something that happened in the past. It could even be something that happened that morning and making stories about it or regretting it or whatever it is. Um, so it's not easy to genuinely get into a place of Hineni. Here I am right now. But that is why sitting like this is called a practice, because we do it. And over time, we can become more skillful at that. Um, and we might be aware of the fact that someone is speaking to us about something that's really important to them, and that we are, in fact, better able to really focus on what they're saying. And even if our minds wander, we're like, okay, that happens. My mind wanders. Now I come back. Um, I would wrap this up with a teaching from Rabbi Sheila Peltz-Weinberg, who I've been lucky enough to study with over the years. She's one of the really revered teachers of Jewish meditation. Um, and, she talks about um, accepting the fact that our minds wander, um, because as soon as we start berating ourselves that, oh, my mind wandered off, we're not there anymore anyway, we're off somewhere else. Um, and understanding that when I realize, oh, I stopped paying attention and I return to my kavanah, my intention to be present, that, she says, is the simplest form of teshuvah. This word we use on Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, right? That teshuvah is coming back, returning, right, to others, returning to God, returning to our highest values. So every time we sit and we forget about our breath, for example, and we come back to it, that is practice of teshuvah. She said it's like working out in a gym, and we are building the muscle of attention, which is a great, great phrase. Anyway, so much more to say about that, but our time has come to a close. So I wish you all a good rest of the week. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.